Here's one I created just for you this semester. It's called While Touch SH. I'm going to give you a minute to figure out what it's doing before. I'm going to put line numbers on by hitting colon, set num, or nu. I'm going to let you look at it for a few moments. Okay. If you said this is a directive, you are correct. This is a comment. I just put spacing in here and indenting within the loop just to make it easier to read. So right here you can see it prompts the user, and I go out to the screen, enter file name to end, type a Q, and I read in the file name. Line 7, take a guess what it's doing. If you said it's going to repeat this loop until the user enters a Q, you were correct. If you were not correct, I hope you are now. Okay, here's the beginning of the loop. So we come in and say I put in Brian. Notice the spacing, space, square bracket, space, 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 space. I put a Brian. While Brian non equals Q, is that true or false? If you said true, we go into the loop and we create an empty file based on whatever value you put into this variable. Then I ask them, would you like to create another one? Enter a file name. And you typed in Dan. We read Dan and we come back up here. Is Dan not equal to Q? True. Then we touch a file and we ask him again. See, this time I enter Joe and I receive Joe into here. We come up, while Joe not equal Q. Is that true? It is. So we create a third file called Joe. We come down here. I enter in a Q. When I come up, Q not equal to Q. Is that true or false? It's false because Q is equal to Q, and we jump down to line 16 and the code does not execute again. Let's take a look. Let's run it. This time, just to be interesting, I'm going to chmod it and add execute rights. Notice I can do this. So I'm going to type in Brian, Dan, and Joe. Keeps looping. And I'm going to hit a Q, a little Q, and the program ends. Let's make sure the the directories got created based on the value entered into the variable. Okay? Or not create a directory, but create a file called Brian, and there's Dan, and there's Joe. Notice there's no Q because it worked nicely. Let's go take a look at that code again. Look at that code and be amazed by it.